Hugo Chávez was a Venezuelan military officer and politician who ruled Venezuela as its president from 1999 until his death in 2013, leaving an enduring and controversial legacy. Born on July 28, 1954, in Sabaneta, in the rural state of Barinas, he came from a humble family of schoolteachers and was raised in modest conditions that shaped his awareness of social inequality. He entered the Venezuelan Academy of Military Sciences at age 17, where he was influenced by nationalist and leftist ideas, particularly the writings of Simón Bolívar and the revolutionary theories of Karl Marx and Che Guevara. Rising through the ranks to become a lieutenant colonel and a paratrooper commander, Chávez founded the clandestine Movimiento Bolivariano Revolucionario 200, MBR 200, within the army to oppose what he saw as the corrupt two-party system that dominated Venezuelan politics. On February 4, 1992, he led an attempted coup d'état against President Carlos Andrés Pérez in response to harsh neoliberal economic policies and widespread poverty. Although the coup failed and Chávez was imprisoned, his televised statement accepting responsibility, ending with the phrase, por ahora, for now, captivated many Venezuelans and turned him into a national figure. After spending 2 years in prison, he was pardoned in 1994 by President Rafael Caldera and soon dedicated himself to building a political movement. In 1997, he founded the Fifth Republic movement, promising to end corruption, reduce poverty, and reclaim Venezuela's sovereignty over its resources. In December 1998, Chávez was elected president in a landslide, campaigning on a populist and anti-establishment platform. He quickly called for a constituent assembly to rewrite the constitution, resulting in the 1999 Constitution of Venezuela, which increased presidential powers, extended presidential terms, and renamed the country the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Chávez launched sweeping social programs called missions, targeting healthcare, education, housing, and food distribution for the poor, financed largely by the country's oil revenues through the state oil company, PDVSA. His government nationalized strategic sectors, including electricity and telecommunications, and later moved decisively to gain full control over the oil industry. In April 2002, a short-lived coup removed him from power for 47 hours before loyal military forces and massive demonstrations restored him to the presidency. Chávez then deepened his Bolivarian revolution, promoting participatory democracy with local communal councils and consolidating political control by weakening opposition parties and curtailing the independence of the judiciary and the media. Internationally, Chávez cultivated alliances with Cuba's Fidel Castro, Bolivia's Evo Morales, and other leftist leaders in Latin America, positioning himself as a leader of the so-called Pink Tide and an outspoken critic of U.S. foreign policy, famously calling President George W. Bush, the devil, during a 2006 United Nations speech. He created the regional alliance ALBA, Bolivarian Alliance for the Peoples of Our America, as an alternative to U.S.-led trade agreements. Over time, Chávez's administration faced rising inflation, food and medicine shortages, capital flight, and a growing dependence on oil exports, which left the economy vulnerable to fluctuations in crude prices. Although he retained high approval ratings among the poor and won several elections and referendums, critics accused him of eroding democratic checks and balances, intimidating political opponents, and concentrating power in the presidency. In June 2011, Chávez announced that he had been diagnosed with cancer, which required multiple surgeries and long treatment periods in Cuba. Despite his illness, he continued to govern and won re-election in October 2012 against opposition candidate Enrique Capriles. His deteriorating health prevented him from taking the oath for his new term in January 2013. On March 5, 2013, Chávez died in Caracas at age 58. He left behind a polarized Venezuela. For his supporters, he was a champion of the dispossessed who gave the poor unprecedented political inclusion and dignity. For his detractors, he was a demagogue whose populist policies and authoritarian tendencies set the stage for Venezuela's subsequent economic and institutional crisis.